And I've just heard the weirdest noise go over ever. I don't really want to look outside because I don't think I want to know what it was. What's up? Welcome back to another Up to Summit video. Today I'm back out in the Lake District by myself today for the first time in a while. I'm currently just next to Ullswater in Martindale. Up to my right I've got High Fell, which I'm not doing today, but if you know where that is, that's roughly where I've started from. It's pretty cloudy at the moment, but yet again it's going to be nice weather. It's going to be like 15-16 degrees for the whole trip, so it is going to be another 2-night trip. So around 48 hours I'll be out in total. I've got about 10 or 11 Wainwrights that I'm going to tick off. Tonight I'll be camping at a really popular spot, but just a spot that I've never done, so I'll see what it's like. It's obviously popular for a good reason because it's going to be a good spot, so I might have a swim there as well. That's a little hint. This is an area that I've not really done too much of. I might have done some of it when I was a lot younger, but I just never have really come over this side of Ullswater in recent years, or definitely not since I've had my channel, so should be a nice little exploration. Not the easy stairs, are they? They're so thin, especially when you've got your rucksack on with that banister. Thought we're going to fall off them. I've only just started, I'm already getting warm. Probably going to have to take my fleece off soon. But I've got some grapes with me. Honestly, I've never eaten fruit really, apart from melon, for my whole life. But then I thought I'd best try cut out some of the chocolatey stuff because I do have a bit of a chocolate addiction. So I tried some grapes and I'm like, you know what, they're actually really nice, especially when it's nice weather. I know it doesn't look the nicest, but it is actually warm. Like, there's not much wind and it's pretty mild. And just to walk along and eat my grapes, and it just feels so much healthier, doesn't it? Well, it is so much healthier. It don't feel so much healthier. It is. From here, you can nearly see the whole route that I'm going to be taking today. I'll start off by just going around here, up onto there, all the way along into the background somewhere, then I'm just going to kind of drop down a little bit to a Tarn, so not too much of a walk today. Tomorrow's going to be the big day really. Will push me a bit, but it's not going to be anything too strenuous. And also on the Saturday that's just gone, we've finally got the clocks go forwards. That means it's lighter for an hour later at night, so it's going to be like 7:30, 8, and it's just going to be getting dark then compared to like 6:30 like it was last week. So it's definitely going to be nice to get my tent up and just sit and just relax while there's still a bit of light about, because recently it's just been dark as soon as I got the tent pitched, so definitely looking forward to that. So the climbing begins. The whole walk has about 4,700 feet climbing, I think it said. So definitely a fair bit. I'm not sure how much that's going to be today. Maybe half of it. Definitely going to need to get my fleece off because I'm warm already. And I've not even started climbing yet, so I'm going to be a sweaty mess by the time I've climbed. Every single time, one of the hardest bits about coming camping is that first little ascent. It doesn't matter how small of an incline it is. It's just difficult. Your legs start to burn a little bit and you're like, oh my god, how am I going to manage to do the rest of the walk? But once you push through that first little bit of pain, it gets a lot easier. I've not been going long, but this bench right here, an opportunity I cannot refuse. Similar to what I was talking about before about your legs just getting through that first burn, I feel like breaking that first proper sweat is horrible as well, because you just don't really want to start sweating. But once you do start sweating, then you really don't mind. Sirens down there. It's like an ambulance car, I think. Don't usually hear them in an area like this though, do you? It's literally a dead-end valley, so hopefully everyone's all right. But my route here looks absolutely bloody steep. Straight up there, and it kind of like bends up somehow, so let's crack it out. I'm down to a snail pace going up here. One, I'm not in a rush, and two, it's just very steep, so may as well just take it slow and steady, work my way up. Starting to sweat already because there's not even a tiny bit of wind right here, and it's warm. I'm glad the sun's not fully out because it just feels so warm already. Definitely a steep one. Wow, one of those where you're just climbing up so quick. 2 seconds ago I was just down at that bench there. Now I'm at a decent vantage point, can see all the way over to the far end of Ullswater. Whew. Calves have stiffened up. Just need to break through that pain. Luckily I think this should be the steepest part, so once I've cracked this, there shouldn't be anything as hard as this. Definitely not today anyway. There we go, the jets. Amazing they can even fly that low. It just looks dangerous, doesn't it? But obviously they're highly trained. Really impressive. At least I'm making up the mountain a tiny bit faster than this little fella. Only just though. Definitely got a bit of climbing done now, but there is no rest up here. Non-stop. And I don't know about you, but I don't really like stopping on a hill. It's just not that comfortable. You try not to like slide down it if you sit down. So I'm just going to keep on going. It's annoying because when you're camping, you're always like, oh, I can't wait for the warm weather. It's going to be so good. And yeah, it is good when you're at your camp spot. But going up the hill, you forget just how sweaty and tiring it is when it's hot. I mean, it's only about 15 degrees now, but the absence of wind is just making it really, really sticky. And the worst part about tonight, it's not even going to be that warm. So I've got the warm day, which I still do like. It's just difficult when you're climbing. And tonight is going to be 4 or 5 degrees, so it's not too bad, but it's not like I'm going to be sat out in my shorts till 8, 9 o'clock. Looks like it's finally starting to level out, so I think I'll find somewhere to have a little sit and enjoy the view. I've still not had my little stop yet because there was one little more hill and I've gone up that, and now there's another little hill and I can actually see the summit cairn for this fell, so I may as well push up to that now. Literally though, I just felt a drop of sweat run down my nose. Summer's definitely on its way. Here we go, first summit. This isn't a weighing right though, so it's not the first proper summit, but might as well bag it while we're here. Oh, there we go. Not too bad of views, is it? Come a bit of away from car, so I kind of loops down that valley. Oh, sweaty. I've got like a sweaty belly, which is unusual, but here we are. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little sit down here, I think. Honestly, I'm just sat here and it's just perfect. The sweat's dried off me already because there's a little bit of wind here, but it's not cold at all. Just sat here taking in the view and it's just beautiful. I could see it for the rest of the day, but I have got a bit of a walk to do, and I also do want to swim, so the earlier I get there, the warmer it's going to be when I get in the water. So I should probably get a move on, but it's definitely difficult to move from here because it's just so nice. Look at them views. Just beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. It looks like I'm going to have another short but pretty steep pull going up to the next summit. So I'm just going to try crack it out in one again. You can see it though, wiggling up there. Definitely looks like a steep one. So there is 2 paths here actually. One loops around it and just misses this summit. And it's not a weighing right, so I could skip it. But that ain't really the essence of the channel. It's called Up to Summit, so I should really try and bag as many summits as possible. So we are just going to go straight up this steep one. But yeah, could have made my life a bit easier just by skipping it out. Let's get this done. Oh, bad idea. Oh, so much more tiring than that other route would have been. I don't know why I do these things to myself. No reason for it, but I'm just like, you know what? Let's get up it. Oh, it's steep. Oh, I'm going to fall back down it almost. You don't get much closer to stopping than this without actually stopping, but I just want to keep on going, even if it's literally the pace of a snail. Better than stopping. I'm nearly up, I think. If you actually just stop complaining and just go up it and don't stop, it literally takes 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, I cannot wait to have another sit down though when I get to the top. definitely earned. I reckon we're pretty much at High Dodd. This is probably it, somewhere around here. There's one thing I want to do right now though. Oh, there is no better feeling than just chugging some water. My throat was so dry, but I thought I'll push on and just waiting that little bit of time. It makes it just magical, it's so good. Nearly every time I come on a walk, without fail, I manage to get something spiky in my shoe. A little hard bit of grass, part of a thistle, something like that. I've just got a bit and it's literally somehow right there. It doesn't hurt all the time, but when it gets a bit steeper, I can feel it jabbing into my foot. But it's also such a pain to have to take all my boot off, find it, and then sometimes you can't even find it. But if I do find it, put my boot back on, lace it up. I hate having to lace up walking boots. It takes 5 times longer than normal shoes. I always forget when it's warmer weather just how much more water you need. Every 10 minutes or so my throat is just as dry as a desert. Honestly, for once in my life, I'm glad it's cloudy. Usually I'd be complaining that the sun's not come out, but it's just a perfect temperature. If anything, a tiny bit too warm to be climbing up hills with a big rucksack, but hopefully it'll come out later when I camp. Not got too much further to go, I don't think, to Sleet Fell. I'm hoping it's just that one there. Thought I was pretty much at the summit, but if you look down here, the summit's the highest bit there, so I've still got a little bit to go. That's Helvellyn up there, and you won't believe it, but there's still the tiniest bit of snow I can just make out, which is crazy. It just goes to show how long it takes to fully melt. Nice little tarn just before the summit. That's not the one I'm camping at, but you maybe could camp just around that. It might not be too bad of a spot, but the tarn I'm going to is going to be a bit bigger than that, hopefully. There you go, you got Glen Ridian down there. From here it just looks like a little model village though. Absolutely dwarfed by all the mountains surrounding it. Some summits can be a bit difficult to tell exactly where the top is, but I don't think I'll be having any problems here. This one's pretty obvious. A little bit tricky to get to it. Just need to be careful not to lose my balance on here. But here we go. The first Wainwright, I'm pretty sure, which seems crazy because I've come all the way from the very bottom there. I've done a few fells, but first Wainwright Sleet Fell. Definitely is a little scrambly summit here. But if you fall off that, you're gonna hurt yourself. Just try to be really careful. It's so hard because my bag is just like smacking into the trig point, but I'm making a bit of a mess of it really. It's not too difficult, is it? Oh. It really does test your balance though when you've got a heavy rucksack on your back. That's kind of pulling you side to side if you go off balance a bit. All good practice though, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Here would be a pretty good spot to pitch a tent. I don't know if I want to get a tiny bit further, just have a bit less to do tomorrow, and also I would love to go for a swim if it's warm enough. But yeah, this is definitely one to remember. Just off the summit of Sleet Fell. Great views looking down there. Literally right next to the summit. Yet again, as nice as it is just sat here, and I could sit here all day, I best get moving. It's getting a tiny bit chilly just sat up here, but I'm camping a little bit below here, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad down there. I know I said earlier about the sun not being out, and now we're happy about it. Well, now will be the time for it to come out and just give me that little bit of heat, because it's just hiding behind the clouds. But we're heading over that way. These are strange little ponds, tarns, bodies of water, whatever you want to call them. Pretty weird, aren't they? They're just really small and like separated. Strange. Then you've also got these long slabs of rock, and then it just goes to grass. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I am not the person to tell you the reason for it, because I do not have a bloody clue. So this here, it's not a Wainwright, but it's called Round How. I think that's a pair of someone's underwear, not sure what's happened there. And I think I'm actually going to drop all the way down to that path, join into it, and then go up, which is a bit more downhill than I was hoping for really, but it's 4:15, so I've still got a fair bit of time. You can see the sun's still pretty high in the sky. So I'll try and get a bit more of a move on now and not have too many relaxing breaks where I just enjoy the view for like half an hour, because as good as it is, it does take up time and then I end up in a rush at the end. A little bit of a craggy section down here. This stuff's just not good. Loose rocks. Probably best off just getting right in the gully, aren't I? Oh, I hate when I'm coming down, wind gets in my eyes and my eyes start to go like blurry because the water is. Definitely not the right time to do it when I'm trying to get down somewhere like this. Not that it's particularly hard, but you do not want blurry vision. There we go. Not too bad. I've only probably dropped a couple of 100 metres off Sleet Fell, but just coming down that little amount, the wind feels warmer down here. Up there we're getting a bit chilly, but down here it's kind of that temperature where it don't feel cold, but it don't feel really warm either. It doesn't really make a difference to the temperature you are. This is definitely further down here than I thought it was going to be. When I'm coming down hills that are like this, and they're not too difficult to go down, it feels easier just to almost get a little jog on. Instead of trying to resist the gravity pulling you down, just kind of go with it. Just need to be careful not to go with it too much, otherwise you end up rolling down and not be in a good way. And also you need to be able to stop yourself for when they're just chucking some stairs out of nowhere. I do this, I jog downhill and I think, oh great, I'm getting everywhere so much quicker. And tomorrow when I come downhill, I'll be whinging and complaining, oh my knees are hurting. I wonder why. Running, if it's not too tiring, it's just a nicer way to travel. It's like, would you rather go on a horse or would you want to go in a car? You got to choose a car, it's so much quicker and more convenient. And that's how I feel about jogging down the hill. But then again, that is a pretty short-term view, because it will tire me out more in the long run. Yeah, definitely more of a drop down there than I thought it would be. I thought it'd just be a little down, followed by a little up, but it's actually pretty sizable. I'm not sure how big exactly, but I'm going to get my fleece off because I'm going to be sweaty again going uphill. Maybe have a little snack and then we'll bang this out. I know a bit ago I said Sleet Fell with the final proper climb, but this actually is once I get up to the final summit here. I feel like the final climb of the day is always just a little bit harder because you've been going all day, or half a day. I've been going for like 4 hours. You're tired and you're just kind of ready to relax. I think a lot of it's psychological, it's in your head. You're just thinking, well, when I get up here I can sit down and relax. But I don't think it should take too long up here, less than 45 minutes. What a lovely view it is looking down there. I'm actually not too far off. I've just been kind of getting my head down, just getting on with the walking. I'm pretty sure it's only that. I just need to work out which path gets up there. My camping spot's just over that hill, so not too bad at all really. This is taking it out of me up here. It is steep as hell. Oh. I think I'd just take a shortcut there. Pretty sure the actual path kind of looped round, but I just came straight up. That's why it was so difficult. Nearly up. Here we go, so it's like the summit, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that is nice to get up there. Alright, a bit of a struggle up there. Yeah, so you can see my route that I've done today. Up that, along that, up to that, down that, up here, and the Tarn. It must just be over there. I thought I would have been able to see it from here, but I'm sure I can probably see it from where them people are stood over there. But yeah, lovely little summit here. Oh, it's so nice for the sun still to be high in the sky. It's probably like 5:15 and I've still got that much sunlight left. It's just a blessing, it really is. So if you haven't guessed already. I'm camping at Tarn, which I'm sure you've seen a million times because it's a really popular spot. You might have even been there yourself, but I've never been there. I think we head left over here. We get down to that path down there somehow. I've seen people complain about Tarn for camping because it's become one of those spots where people go, they leave litter, and I've seen someone say like there's poo everywhere, so hopefully there's not. I guess we'll find out. It shouldn't be too busy, and obviously we're just coming out of winter, like we're just near the start of spring now, so it's not like we've had a whole summer of people camping there and abusing the spot. So I'm hoping this is kind of like the ideal time to do it. So there we go, here's the alternative summit, and there is the Tarn. You can see already someone down there and pitched some deer over there, I think. Probably can't make them out because they're quite far away, but look like deer. Yeah, they definitely are deer. There must be, I don't know, 20, maybe over. Absolutely loads of them. Just what I needed. Honestly, what a nice swim that was. It's like the first time of year where it's not been absolutely freezing. I swam over to that island just over there, which it felt like forever. When you're swimming, it always feels like a really long way because you don't travel that fast. But yeah, the two guys that are camping over there, it turns out they're actually subscribed to the channel, or one of them is, so shout out to you if that's you. Nice to meet you. I guess I'll let you off getting in the best spot just because you subscribed. Honestly, I just sat here, even though I'm just sat in my swimming trunks, it's not even that cold. Honestly, so nice. I think I might try to get a bit up just to get a bit away from these geese because they're going to make a right racket. If they carry on being like that for at night, I won't get a single minute of sleep. Hopefully I don't get attacked by the geese. I've seen a few having a fight, so hopefully they'll pick a fight with me next. I mean, if there's somewhere just like up there, just looking over the Tarn, I'm down for that. Really is a nice spot. It definitely does live up to its expectation. You can see why it is such a busy spot. It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's like a weird rainbow thing in the sky. And you can see the reflection of it down there. Whew, my breath coming up there. Another one there actually. Strange. Almost like a huge rainbow with half it missing. I mean, there's definitely potential here. It's a little bit wet underfoot, or it was coming down there. This might work though. It's just whether I want to be a bit further up because there's quite a few flies about here. I mean, when I swam to that island just over there, absolutely like covered, but you can see them all. Well, I don't know if you can see them, but loads of little flies here. That is a really good thing. Now the clocks have gone forward. It's 6:15. So at least an hour before it even starts to get dark, so I can search about and find the best spot. Last week I'd have been getting a little worried right now. It'd have been starting to get dark. I'd have been like, oh my god, I need to find a spot now. But when it's like this, it don't matter. I can just walk about, see what I find, and choose whatever's best. No rush. I'm just trying to work out if I can comfortably squeeze it on here and avoid any of the big hills, because this is quite a nice spot. Got the views looking out all the way over there. Gonna have the sun till pretty late because I'm on a little bit of a hill. Then also I've got the views looking down to the Tarn, so it's the best of both worlds really. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ditch my bag here, have a run to some of these hills behind me, and then just see if there's out there. If not, I'll just go here. I can make it work here. It's not too much of a hill, and hopefully I won't be able to hear the geese quite as loud because they're making a right racket. So let's go check out everywhere else and see if there's anywhere else. Here looks flatter but also more rocky, so it'll be a pain to get the pegs in. Let's carry on. Definitely it's a really nice town though, especially with the little island. I mean, it looks like maybe you could camp on that island, but I'm not going to try get my stuff across there because it's going to get drenched, isn't it? Could go down there, but like I said, I don't really want to be right down next to the Tarn. I'll go check out this spot and then I'll probably just go with that spot where I've left my bag. Like there is here, but it's a bit more boggy underground. I feel like when I lay my tent on it, it's going to end up wet in the morning. Don't really want that. So we'll go check this out. After going now the whole way around the Tarn, I'm pretty sure I found the spot. Just here. I'm hoping it's going to not be too rocky, but the chances are it is going to be rocky because it's rocky everywhere else around. So chances are the rock is not far under the ground, but it's a bit flatter than that other spot. And the view off here is just pretty nice, isn't it? So yeah, I think I might go with this, and I can still see the Tarn. I just got to go all the way back there and get my bag and hopefully remember where this is. So let's go do that. There we go, bag over. Now we can relax, just need to get the tent up. Hopefully the pegs won't be too difficult. And can I do it before the sun goes down? Maybe, it depends. I feel like relaxing for a bit, to be honest. There you go, it is up and the sun is still not down yet. Excuse all the mess here, I'm trying to dry out my stuff and then I'm going to chuck all this in the tent. But yeah, the pegs went in fine, which I was actually really surprised at. What a nice spot. Honestly, I'm so happy that the clocks have changed. It's just lovely to still have the sun up at this time. There you go, there's the Tarn. And you come round and then you've got the lovely pitch spot. Honestly, I'm happy with finding this. I'm glad I had a run about like a madman and actually found this. Definitely worth the run. And the sun is still up. I might be able to get a bit of food on before the sun goes down, but that might be a bit ambitious because I've still got to get all my sleeping pad and stuff out. I brought a little bit of Malibu with me today and I wasn't even going to have any, but when the views are like that and I can sit out in my shorts and I don't know what time it is. Let's have a look. It's 7:15 and I can be just sat here in my shorts and it's warm enough. There's barely any wind. It's just perfect. Really nice pitch spot. Had a great swim. You can see this spot is definitely popular for a reason and that's because it's good. So yeah, I'm just going to sit and chill for a bit. I'll get some food on shortly. Here we go. I know it's a bit of a funny camera angle because it's so far above me, but cooking when it's not completely dark. I think this is like definitely one of the few times I've done it. It might even be the first because I just never do it. It always ends up getting late and then I do the cooking, so let's enjoy it. So today I've just got 2 burgers again. I'm gonna have one in a brioche bun and another in a wrap. I've also got some baked beans to go with it as well, so that should be pretty nice. There we go, that's the burgers I'm having. Looking forward to these. I'm just trying to smash it up in the pack because it makes it cook so much quicker without getting raw meat juice all over my hands. Have I done a good job? We're about to find out. Not too bad. It probably needs smashing a little bit more. Where is my fork? I could swear that I brought, well, lost it for a second. Let's use the knife to crush it down. Come on, that has to be one of the biggest smash pies you've ever seen. It's because them burgers, like, they're so fat. They're not that big, but then they're fat, so you squash them down and you end up with that. A huge pancake of a burger. I'll bring you back when it's cooked. It is really nice though just to be able to cook while it's light and it's not that cold either. I mean, I've got all my layers on the top of me, but I'm still wearing my shorts and I'm not that cold. Little bit of a sunset over there, but it's pretty blocked. Still some nice colours though in the sky. Definitely was not expecting to get such nice colours in the sky tonight. I thought because of where I am, the sun's like so far away, I just thought, well, I'm not going to get anything really, but really, really nice colours. So here we go. The burger, I think, should be ready. Cut it up and have a little check. Ah! Silly idea putting that close to my face and it's spitting, but yeah, it is ready. Honestly, I'm gonna have to double stack it maybe. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks good. And what I'm going to do is just get a few beans on it because I'd usually have ketchup, so today I'm just gonna have a few beans to replace that. Here we go. Now time for the taste test. This brioche feels a bit, oh no, it's really, it wasn't cut open and then it got squashed in my bag. So then I tried to cut it, but obviously it was so squashed that it was so difficult. So it's like really thin now. Anyway, here we go. That's just perfect. Even when I've smashed it down, it's still kind of fat. Just lost a bit of bread there. But yeah, it is really nice. The beans as well. I absolutely love beans. Anyway, I'm going to eat this and then have the next one. And then I'll bring you back when something else interesting is happening. So it's about 20 to 9 now. I've just finished my food. It is starting to get a little bit iced over. A tiny bit. It's just like condensation that's like, it's not fully turned into ice, but it's getting on its way there, which I didn't think really it felt like cold because I'm still in my shorts. My hands are a little bit chilly now, but nothing crazy. So yeah, I'm probably going to get in my tent shortly, read for a little bit, relax, and then get to bed for like 11ish. Honestly, I'm just laid in my tent and I've just heard the weirdest noise go over ever. I don't even know what it was. I don't really want to look outside because I don't think I'd want to know what it was. It was definitely flying because it flew over, but it sounded almost like a sheep or like, I don't even know, something out of Star Wars. Never heard anything like it. I'm hoping it was just a weird sounding bird, but it sounded very strange. So I've done a bit of research because honestly I was a bit nervous, like hearing that noise. It could have been like a flying sheep, or it sounded almost just like a really, really big fly, like huge, or some sort of mosquito. So I searched it up and it turns out it's a common snipe, I'm pretty sure. I'll stick in a little audio clip of what they sound like anyway, because it does sound like the strangest sound ever. Right, so it's 10:30 now and I'm honestly kind of tired, so I'm probably going to head off to bed. It has been a good day and a really nice pitch, so I'm hoping tomorrow night goes just as well. But it is a little bit chilly now. I've not even got my sleeping bag yet and I'm still sat in my shorts, but I'm definitely feeling the chill a little bit, especially on my toes. I'm glad I got to go for a swim though earlier, and it was the first good swim of the year, so hopefully lots more of them to come where they're actually enjoyable and it's not just freezing cold. But I think I should get an alright sleep tonight. And I've actually got my tent up inside really well. Usually the yellow bit, like the inner, is usually sagging down a bit, but today it's somehow not sagging down at all. I don't know what I've done different, but whatever I've done, it's worked. I'll catch you all in the morning. Good night. Right, so it's about 7:30. I'm up now. I didn't have too bad a sleep. It wasn't incredible, but it wasn't that horrible either, so it was somewhere in between. I've just had my breakfast, which were just some pancakes, and the sun's up now, so let's have a quick look outside. What a beautiful day. It definitely is still pretty cold at this time in the morning though, but it's going to warm up nicely throughout the day, which I'm looking forward to. The mountains over there are looking spectacular in the morning sun. Beautiful. As I was saying last night, usually my tent's a bit like sagged down, but it's like so perfect this time and I don't know how I've done it, so I'm hoping I can do it again tonight because it actually has so much more space in here when I do it right. I think that's pretty much done. I'm just gonna have some porridge, even though I've already had pancakes. I've got a big day ahead of me, so I'm gonna have some porridge and a coffee. Let's see if I can do this one-handed while I try to film it. I think that'll do. Ooh, ah! Ouch. Let's put that down for a second. I'll try to reach over. I was caught like the knuckle of my finger on that. Obviously it's red hot because it's just been on. Let's move that away. Let's move this into action. Have we done too much water? Oh, maybe a tiny bit too much. Right, so I'm going to enjoy my porridge and my coffee in the morning and then I'll get packed up. But honestly, could you get better views for breakfast really? Not really, I don't think. Right, so I'm fully packed away. Obviously I've left no trace. Really happy with that camp. The spot is just like so nice. I'll have to come back here again sometime maybe. I must be getting pretty lazy at getting up in the morning because I'm the last one to go. There were 2 people over there and 2 people just over there, and they've both gone already, which, to be fair, it is like nearly 9 o'clock, so maybe I just need to start getting up early. I just end up laying in my sleeping bag because it's so nice and warm. I think in total yesterday I did just under 12 mile. Feet are feeling it a bit today, but I've probably got a longer day today, to be fair. But you're gonna have to wait till next week to see that one. I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and drop a sub. And if you want to watch another one of my videos, click the screen now.